Hey, it's Blake from GMS. Do you struggle to write high converting ad copy for all your ads and promotions on Facebook and Instagram? Well, today I'm going to walk through a little analogy that we use that we've actually implemented across $5 million in ad testing since 2016, and it's achieved as much as a 30 times ROI for some of our clients. So let's jump straight into it. So this is called the SUP Formula. Now, what does the SUP Formula mean? Basically, it's an analogy that we've coined that's split into three main areas. Whenever you're writing ad copy, you just need to ensure that you're creating a lot of substance, particularly if it's a long form ad copy. So this is split into three main areas, and we always make sure whenever we're writing ads across different niches, different industries, and different countries, that we're adhering to this little analogy, and really effective if you're just getting lost and getting that writer's block. Then you can refer back to this and go, okay, does my ad miss one of these elements? And if so, then let's plug it in. So firstly, specific. So having something specific in your ad, a bit of urgency in your ad, and proof. So those terms aren't anything secretive or special by whatsoever means, but let's go into a little bit more about what each of those means and how to actually apply that to an ad. So firstly, with specific, we want to make sure that we're appealing specifically to your target audience with emotional triggers. Too many people just go out blanket with their ads and trying to reach out to every single person out there. You need to get super clear on your avatar and your target market so your ads appear specifically to the person that you're trying to actually speak to. And this is the same for any business out there. So rather than going attention business owners, you want to niche down a little bit further and say something like, attention consultants and coaches looking to grow your business from X to X, or are you turning over this amount or that amount? Making sure that we're just putting yourself in your customer's shoes. And then secondly, going over to urgency. So we always need to make sure that you include a call to action, because if you're not leading people down a path, they're not really going to know what that you want from them and also what they do next. So create a sense of urgency by simply visiting Learn More, secure your spot before the offer runs out. So having something that's going to make them go, okay, if I don't opt in or take action today, I'm not going to be able to get my opportunity again. So making sure that you're cutting to the chase and getting them in the funnel as soon as possible. And then finally, proof. So backing up your claim and whatever you're talking about with a better credibility from your business and who you are. So if you're an individual marketing your own personal brand, then talk about some of the experience and stats that you've had for your clients. Or if you're an e-commerce label, then obviously you're wanting to make sure that you're talking about your label, how long you've been around for, and other brands that you've affiliated with. And that can be done through lots of different ad creatives. Video is really great to compel this, but also including that in your ad copy to ensure that people know that you're legitimate and not just another scammer out there. So let's go through each of these in detail. So firstly, with specific questions to ask yourself. So who is my target market? Who exactly is your business for? What are you selling your product and service to? And how do you convey that into your targeting as well as your text? Who is not my target market? So you can easily call out people that this is not for, so you can easily filter out the tire kickers. And then obviously you're wanting to make sure that that's conveyed into whatever conversion landing page, website or form that you're putting people through. And then what emotional struggles is my ideal customer facing? So if you're going to effectively reach out to your ideal client, you need to be understanding their emotions, because on Facebook, people aren't looking for your business, they don't care. But if you're solving something that they're struggling with in life, then of course they're going to want to learn more because you can help them. And how can I solve the problem with what I offer? So what substance and authenticity does your product promote online? And making sure again that that's conveyed in the message. So here's an example. This is one of the ads we've run through one of our list building exercises where we're not selling whatsoever. We're basically just building trust. We're directing this over to online coaches and consultants in any niche field. That's one of our main categories and clients that we work with. And also in the headline here, we've got a free checklist for online coaches. So this particular ad's generated as low as $1 an opt-in, and this is within the Australian market, because we're talking specifically to the customer and who our target market is. So let's go over into urgency. So how to create urgency in your ad? So I want you to ask these sort of questions. What makes my product or service scarce? Why is there not going to be the offer around for too long. Maybe it's a product item issue. You don't have that much available, or simply because that offer might not be around for too long. What makes my offer time sensitive or limited in numbers? So you might be running events or a webinar, and you simply might not be able to attend to all the people, particularly if you're fulfilling a live event. Or you simply might not just have the amount of product available to sell to everybody. Or how can I convey my prospect to sign up today and not tomorrow? People get in the habit of just waiting. I'll visit it tomorrow, life gets in the way. So making sure that you're giving them a reason to make a decision today and not down the track. So in this example, we've got things like download your copy today, the secrets to generating leads, boosting sales, and scaling your coaching or consulting business in the next 30 days with Facebook advertising. So we're wanting to make sure that they know that they can download it right now before the offer expires, because we actually only ran this over a certain amount of time. We don't run this anymore, so it is legitimate. You want to make sure that you're having a bit of urgency there, but also making sure that you are authentic in the way you're doing it. So don't try and go too crazy and say, oh, I've only got 5 copies available, when you're actually giving it to 1,000 people. You want to make sure you're doing it in a really subtle way and giving people a call to action. And then finally, proof. So how do people trust you and know that you're legitimate over your competitors? And how do you know that they're going to do right by you? So some questions you can ask yourself: what claims can I make about my product or service? What's some of the past successes, or maybe other things you've done for your e-commerce website that you can showcase in your ad? What statistics do I know about my industry? And if you are an e-commerce brand and you can't talk about your own personal success, then you might be affiliated with other publications. So you can refer to those publications you've been mentioned in, because obviously that's becoming a more legitimate source and credible business to purchase from. And what outcome can I achieve for my customer? So what exactly is the benefit of someone going through your business versus someone else? So you need to convey these as proof elements in your ad so people can trust you. So even though this is a very short form ad, again in this example, we've got here, discover the 7 do's and don'ts of version 2.0 of Facebook and Instagram advertising that have skyrocketed our client sales by up to $1 million a month in the past 12 months. So this is a legitimate claim, because we've had one of our clients through our lead generation make as much as $1 million a month in sales. So we can make that claim and have that proof element there to support the information we're giving our customers. We're not selling on this ad at all. We're simply just getting them to download a checklist to try and help and guide people through advertising within a coaching or consultant field. So no selling whatsoever, just proof elements. And as I said, we haven't advertised this anymore. So therefore, the scarcity needs to be there for them to opt in to learn this. So what not to do? So here's some examples of some ads that simply just goes against our SUP formula. So here we've got some ineffective ad image. We've just got a phone there with a lot of white space. The ad itself doesn't really provide much substance. To me, it looks quite scammy. Here we've got ineffective ad copy. So again, it just looks like it's a bit of a scammy ad. Nothing there to go off, no proof elements, no call to actions whatsoever. Over here, we've got some poor copy and image. So this was an image that obviously doesn't fit the size, and simply just not really cutting the idea of the whole trust building exercise. This is obviously just a well-known business, but the ad doesn't convey that. And then again here, this is one of the worst ones, no call to action button, no headline, they've got the website spelt twice. Again, it looks quite spammy to me. So what to do? Again, with this ad, let's go through the different elements of what I've just shown you in the SUP formula. So here we've got direct ad copy at the very top of the ad, appearing straight to our target market. Down the bottom, we've got direct headline and description, so people know exactly what it is and who it's for. And then we've got the relevant URL. So we're actually pointing it over to the business, which is Growth Marketing Systems. It's relative to the actual Facebook page itself. So that's contextual with the ad because we're going over to our website and not some other. And then we've got a contextual image here again with our logo to make it seem as though it is actually us and we are legitimate and we are actually teaching people what to do and this is what we live and breathe. And we've got the call to action, so they know exactly how to access that. They just click download and they get taken to the page to download the checklist. So there we have it. Hopefully you can start applying that, and I want you to ask yourself the question, how can I create ad copy that's going to convert much better than the ones you're doing through the SUP formula? Thanks for watching and I look forward to seeing you soon.